Okay, we've looked at lists of letters. My first car had this registration.
You still remember?
How many ways are there of arranging that? Now that's got letters and numbers in it.
7 factorial.
You said 7 factorial, you said...
Does it matter?
Of course it doesn't matter. No, it's still 7 different things. Go on.
Did you personalise the number plate?
No.
Why is it
It's a
not?
bit of a weird
It used to be 3 letters, 3 numbers maximum, and another letter. That's what it used to be like.
Back
Okay?
in the day.
Back in the day. That's a 1977 registration.
What was your car?
That one,
Like,
okay.
Did it not have any meaning? Whereas like now the number.
Yeah, it did have a meaning. The YC, that was a local area code for Somerset. And R told you the year it was made.
Were you born in Somerset?
I was born in Somerset, and I've always lived in Somerset. I was born and bred in Somerset. Now it's on video and all. Right, okay. So over here, okay, the question I asked about the letters and numbers as well, okay, Callum said it doesn't matter, and that's true, okay, it makes absolutely no difference. You've got 7 different things. It can be arranged in 7 factorial different ways. It doesn't matter that it's a mixture of letters and numbers. And that one we had earlier from James was 5,000. Repeats we will look at next, okay? But first of all, with this one, if we'd insisted that we wanted to arrange that car registration as letter, 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 number, 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 this is now a restriction. You said about a condition earlier on. If we said no, it's actually got to be arranged all the 4 letters together and then the 4 numbers together, there are going to be less ways of doing it, like the one at the top of the board. That's not allowed anymore.
Just a guess. Would that be 4 factorial times 3 factorial?
It's the correct answer, James.
Oh.
Yes, well done. Those 4 letters, there are 4 distinct letters, T, Y, C and R. Those 4 letters can be arranged in 4 factorial ways. Those numbers, the 8, the 5 and the 2, can be arranged in 3 factorial ways. And each of those letter combinations, well actually I'll use the word arrangements, each of those letter arrangements can be paired up with any one of the number of arrangements. So you times those together. So 4 factorial is 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. What's 4 factorial? 24. 3 factorial, 3 times 2 times 1 is 6. Times those together, 144, yeah. There'd be 144 arrangements of that one.
So could you do that for any? So like if you had to have the combination LN, 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 L.
Well, that's a bit more complicated. We will come to those. Stick with it. We will come to those. The next thing I'm going to introduce is Heidi is going to be the star of the show next.
Wow.
Okay, which hope
Like
is
2
spelled
eyes.
hope is spelled like that. Yes, Heidi is being introduced now because Heidi has 2 eyes in her name. So we have no longer got 5 different things.
Heidi's the only person I've ever met with the name Heidi.
Okay. So we need to think about this one. How many letters are there, ignoring repeats? 5. Now, okay. If I called one of them I1 and the other one I2, then they would be 5 completely different things, and I would have 5 factorial ways. But because the letter I is there twice, I have to divide, which will reduce the size, by 2 factorial. Because the i's themselves can be arranged in 2 factorial ways. So I divide by 2 factorial. So for this one here, 5 factorial, can anybody remember what that one is yet? You'll learn some of these. 120. 2 factorials, 2, 60. There'll be 60 ways of doing Heidi. Emma,
Oh, it's 4 factorial divided by 2 factorial.
it is 4
which is
factorial,
12.
and because there are 2 m's, that is divided by 2 factorial, which is 24 divided by 2, that is 12. Oh, the next one I've got here, and I don't know anyone in the class whose name matches this one, Tabitha.
What? That's so...
Then we'll name this one after your cat, okay? Tabitha next, okay?
Oh, it's got 2... Oh, yeah, that's 4 factorial.
Right, let's have a look. How many letters are there to start with?
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, Now, what's going on that's causing the issue here?
There's two lots of two letters.
Two lots of two T's and two A's.
Would that be 4
2
factorial?
factorial times 2 factorial.
Yeah, actually that's right, okay? Which would not be the same as what you said. Yeah, you divide by 2 factorial twice. Once for the T's, once for the A's. Then the one that every student in the country must see who is studying this course, the word statistics. Fruit gum for the first person with the right answer.
Fruit gums, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 factorial.
I want the actual number as a proper number.
What am I doing?
I don't know, James. Why you don't?
10 factorial is that 3
You
factorial
are so
times 2 factorial times 3
I'll agree with that.
I can't remember to get it right. Where is it?
I think it's on Frozen.
3.
So.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it's
So you
meant to
can't
be
see
Frozen.
the video can see this, but you can't. That's the idea, okay?
Well, if I log on now, because I watched the video.
2. No, divide that. Factorial equals 25,200.
No.
Oh.
30240.
No.
Is it 504?
Yes, congratulations, Beth. Help yourself. Good catch. So, okay,
What is it?
there were 10 different letters there. Hang on to it for now.
Oh, I missed the S.
So, 10 different letters.
Oh.
There were 3 S's.
God.
There were 3 T's.
10
There were
factorial,
2
5 factorial,
I's.
3 factorial,
Okay.
2 factorial times 2 factorial.
Why did you do 2?
Right,
Because I
now,
thought there was 3
there is a
factorial.
factorial button on your calculator.
Luckily.
Okay, you need to find it somewhere. It will be an X and an exclamation mark. Right, new challenge. Beth is going to award a fruit gum to the first person who gets this correct.
Oh,
So
minimum.
tenths.
1, 2, 3.
Can't even find mine. Oh, no.
420.
Is correct. It goes to James.
You didn't even write it down.
That's because I do it in my mind.
You did it on your calculator.
Well,
That's
same thing.
fine. Okay, there are 7 letters there. What letters are repeated? How many M's?
3.
What else is repeated?
No.
I's? Anything else? Okay, so I need to put a 3 factorial and a 2 factorial there. Now, if you were going to do that without a calculator, okay, you could do that's 7 factorial. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put dots down usually instead of timesing signs. Then on the bottom, 3 factorial is 3, 2, 1. Write it there because they will cancel out. And there's a 2 factorial, which is a 2 and a 1. Well, that 2 will go into that 6 3 times. If you do have to do it without a calculator, there's lots of cancelling down you can do. 5 4s are 20. 7 3s are 21. So I'll be doing 21 times by 20, 420, which is what we had earlier on.
No, that's so those fruit
Okay.
gums are really hard.
Yeah. They're still fruit gums, so there we go. Okay, right, moving on. New question, bringing something else into the mix. So, can we write this question down, please?
It's just factorials. Oh, great. That sounds good.
Right, folks, can we write this down, please, and have a little think about this when it's finished? So it's linked with what we just did on the word minimum. It says, what is the probability that a random arrangement of the word minimum will end in M, M, M?
Just 1 out of 420.
No.
Okay, you say it's 1 out of 420. The out of 420 is true. If we're talking about a probability is always a fraction. And the bottom number on the fraction is how many ways if there were no restriction. the bottom number of the fraction, I'll write this down, the bottom number is how many ways with no restriction. And that, the bottom number on the fraction is the 420 we had a minute ago.
6 over 420.
Now,
72.
I've got 7 letters here, and I have been told that it's got to end like that.
That's like how much?
So what have I got left to sort of play with and to choose?
You've got 4 letters.
Yeah, here.
Two
And
which
what
are eyes.
what have I got here?
4 factorial.
Hang on, what letters have I got here?
You've got I, N, I, and U.
I, N,
I,
I, and U. So all I've actually got to do now is just arrange these. How many ways can these 4 be arranged, bearing in mind that there are 2
4 factorial.
I's?
Divide by 2.
Yeah, 4 factorial over 2 factorial. Okay. 4 factorial over 2 factorial is 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 over 2 times 1. They cancel out, and that is 12. So that is going to be the top number on my fraction.
Oh,
What are we writing?
Okay. So those 4 spaces can be filled in 12 ways. So the probability is going to be that 12 went up there. 12 over 420. The top one is the number of ways with the restriction. Okay, so this is the number of ways with
James, please pass on that.
yeah.
the restriction, and that was what we worked out down here and that bit down there. Okay,
After she asked
right, we are moving on, but it'll be a different video clip.